What's up, y'all? It's that time again. It's your girl King Cat, and I am back like I never left. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today this video is kind of special because, as you know, it is Black History Month, and I am so happy to be able to, I guess in a way, collab with this beautiful Black owned brand. So yeah, this is, I don't even know what to say. Honestly, this brand is owned by Supreme Bay. It's called Revenge Beauty. And she reached out to me and sent me this package. So we are going to do an unboxing and get into the products, okay? Before we go any further, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. I already looked at the product list that she sent me, and I know that she sent me a bunch of goodies. Y'all, she sent me the Revenge Beauty brand ambassador. Okay, baby, brand ambassador package, okay? Like what? Who am I these days? Okay, so let's see what she sent. Okay, super adorable, super cute. We got some lashes, and they come with a brush. Okay, these are gonna be the ones I'm using for today's look for sure. She sent me matte lipstick, matte liquid lipstick. Look at how much product she sent me. She sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all, she was not playing. She sent me 5 glosses and let's see how many palettes. 4 palettes. I mean, this is a really good PR package. Ultimate Revenge Gossip Column. The Art of Retaliation. It Girl Factor. Ooh. I really love the packaging. I really love the detail, the attention to detail. And I really love how secure these are. Like, this package was very well put together. Okay, y'all. So I got 6 matte lipstick from Revenge Beauty. The shape of them is actually gorgeous. The shades are gorgeous. I love that she has a variety of brown tones. I mean, like this, you know, this deep chocolatey one is like, you know, for darker skin complexions, or if you just want a really deep, you know, liner look. And then this is going to be, these two can be for lighter shades, or if you want a more subtle ombre look. And then she gave me 2 shades of reds, a darker one and a blue red. So yeah, I swatched all of them on Instagram. This is so cute to me. It's very unique. It's not too many lip packaging that comes like that. So in addition to the matte lips, she also sent me 5 glosses. So 1 is a shimmer, 1 is just a plain gloss, and then I have 2 brown. Actually, yeah. And then these are like more nudie colors. So obviously I'm not going to swatch everything right here, but you can definitely go to my YouTube shorts or check me out on Instagram to see all the swatches. I'm only going to use maybe a couple of shades here for this look just because it is pretty lengthy. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into the look. And as we go throughout the look, you know, I'll introduce the products and swatch it for you guys, period. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be doing a no brow look. It's something that I've never done before, but I'm going to start off the same way using the Got to Be Glued that I always do. So I'm just going to get my eyebrows as flat as possible. This look is super trendy right now. The no brow or the super thin brow is like super duper trendy. A lot of people like to use like the stick glue, but I think that this is sticky enough that this should do the trick. So now that my eyebrows are super flat, I'm gonna go ahead and go over them with some translucent powder. But this is gonna be from One Size Beauty in the shade Translucent Deep. Just because it's the same complexion as my skin. So now I'm gonna use the Thread Beauty complexion stick to go over my brows. Oh my God, I just made my eyebrows disappear. You can still kind of see them, but I feel like for a first attempt, that's pretty good. Y'all, where my brows go? I really don't got no brows. That's actually insane. Oh my God, that is so weird. So now I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise Rumor 6. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. And blend that up into the brow. For the foundation, I used my P. Louise 757, and then I'm using my P. Louise 738. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the lid with my One Size Translucent Deep Dark Setting Powder. Now I am going to take P. Louise in the Rumor 2, and I'm going to carve out a big crease. And once I carve it out, then I'm just gonna drag that product into the empty space. This is a really simple look, but it's a fun look. So we're gonna treat this side like a wing and make sure that it's super straight. Oh, I hope that you guys can see that. And make sure this part is super duper straight. And also too, in the inner eye, I'm gonna drag that down, and we'll clean up the details later. But right now we are going to just kind of fan out and buff out. Yes, just like that, the tail of it. Now I'm gonna take the One Size Beauty translucent powder and set all of that lid primer. Now we're gonna get into the palette. This is the Ultimate Revenge palette by Revenge Beauty. And yes, I'm actually really excited to be getting into this particular palette because it's pink. I'm gonna take this first color. I'm just gonna do one shimmer and maybe like one or two of these shades. So I'm gonna go in with this color first. Okay. Oh wow, that's pretty. That's very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a super pretty color. It's purple-ish pink, more purple than pink in my opinion. And then now I wanna try this pink shade because this is the shade that I actually wanna use today. So I'm gonna try that. And mind you, the back of my hand is not even primed or anything. So hold on, let me swatch it. Oh, that's very pigmented. Look how pigmented that is. That is so pigmented. And I'm, like I said, I'm not even primed. That is a good shadow. Yeah, I really like this palette. The quality is very nice. The package is cute. I think it's perfectly on brand for Valentine's Day. Super duper cute. So now I'm gonna take a P. Louise 283 and I don't know why everything is literally hopping out of my hands right now. I know y'all saw that. So I'm gonna go in and pick up some pigment. This is giving like pigment shadow. It has so much color to it. But yeah, I'm gonna take this one and I'm just gonna start patting that into this whole area. Yeah, that has so much pigment. Yep. And then the more you pack it on, the more it shows up. Very pretty. This is like a bluish pink. I love really, really bright colors. We are heading into, I mean, it is still technically winter, but we are definitely heading into the spring very soon. So also too, I am gonna just rub it for that first layer. And then I think for that first layer of color, just to start filling everything in. And then on the second layer of color, I think I'm going to blot it in. Now I'm gonna start patting that color in. And it just seems to kind of like adhere better than to just go in straight into patting in the color. Now it's time to clean it up. So to clean the eye up, I'm going to go back into the Rumor 6 P. Louise base and the EIG Show. What number is this? E828. And I'm going to, and I'm using this shade because it's very close to my skin complexion, and that's exactly the look that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna go and follow my bottom waterline, which is kind of the guide that I use to create that super exaggerated wing. Now I'm just gonna go and clean it up. Okay. And then I'm gonna start at the tail. And I'm gonna put the product on both sides so that it creates like a very super thin tapered effect on the brush. So you see how clean that looks as opposed to this side? And for the inside, I'm gonna do the same thing. For primer, I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. And since it is Black History Month, I'm going to go back into my Thread Complexion Stick in the shade Medium Gold 1110. My forehead is pretty much already done, but I'm gonna go around my... And then I'm gonna go back into the P. Louise 757. So when I first used this shade, I felt like it was a little too light for me. But maybe because the sun hasn't been out where I am in the world now, and I might have lost a little bit of my tan, so now the shade is actually perfect. For concealer, I'm going to do my technique a little bit different today. Today, I'm going to just go underneath the eye. And I'm using the Makeup by Mario. This is the shade, I believe 220. Yeah, the shade 220. I'm gonna go directly underneath. And then I'm gonna draw a line down the side of my nose. And now I'm just going to add concealer to the rest of the places that I like to add concealer. And then I'm going to go around the mouth. And I'm going to dry down my concealer just a little bit. I'm gonna go back into my concealer brush that I used to kind of blend out the complexion on my eyebrows. And again, it's a number 738. And I like to start going from the outside in. And that's what Ariel does too, so I'm like, great minds. Okay, I'm gonna take that EIG Show eyeshadow brush and kind of just take the product that's already there and drag it underneath that pink eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna take it out, buff it out. I like to start with the edge and move on down. Let me finish. Go ahead and buff out around my lip. So I'm gonna go back into the Patrick. I don't know why I want to keep saying Patrick Star. I mean, he does own the brand, but I'm gonna go back into the One Size Beauty translucent powders and set my under eye. But before that, I'm just going to go back and make sure all my concealer is blended out thoroughly so that I don't set my creasing. So I'm gonna take my powder puff and dip the tip into it, and then I'm just gonna kind of rub it in the palm of my hand just so that it distributes evenly. And then I'm gonna look up and press the powder in. You're gonna use a really light hand because you don't want to take off any other product. And repeat as necessary. And I'm just gonna go all the way. I mean, seriously, look how beautiful that is. That's gorgeous. That looks so good. And I do like that look instead of taking it all the way kind of right here. Usually this is where my concealer stops. So, trying something new. And I'm gonna take the very tip of this, and I'm not gonna swirl it, but I am going to just kind of detail along the length of my nose. Okay, now we're gonna set the rest of my face with the dark, deep translucent from One Size. So for this step, I'm gonna use the same technique that I use And that is actually different from me because usually I use a brush for this step, but I'm just taking a round powder puff, a clean one, not the same one that I use for my concealer. I'm dipping it into the product, and then I'm going to also rub that along my hand, but more so on the whole instead of just a little bit of it. So I'm really getting that product on the whole round. And then I'm just going to stamp that into my skin. Wow, this does create a really like airbrushed effect, and it's a lot more even and less cakey than what it would usually look like. That's actually really gorgeous. And I'm also going over that part where I put the translucent around my mouth. And I'm gonna go back in with the concealer powder puff with the, I mean, I'm calling it that, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes, that's gorgeous. I'm really excited. And using this technique, I feel like I'm using a lot less powder. And now for bronzer, I am using my Old Faithful Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy and the P. Louise 745. Big swirls. And I'm just gonna go along my cheekbone and up into that concealer. And also along my hairline. And also along just a little the bridge of my nose. Just a little. And I'm gonna also take that bronzer and dust it into my brow. So do you see the dimension that just gave my eyes? Ooh, that's crazy. Ooh, that is crazy. Snatched. I love it when a look comes together. So I'm gonna take the same powder buff I use for concealer, rub it in, take some translucent powder, and clean up. So I'm also gonna use the technique that Makeup by Ariel used, which was kind of starting from just above the lip, which is, I usually don't do that. I usually don't take it all the way up to the lip. And then cutting up. This is not like my usual tea. But yeah. Y'all, so whole time I thought I was recording and I was not recording. Anyway, the juiciness that I wanted to record was the Gossip column, and this is going to be a blush palette. It has all the ingredients on the back, and this is also something that Revenge Beauty sent me. I swatched 3 shades. This is what the shades look like. I literally thought I was recording and I wasn't, and the colors are Chit Chat, Messy, and Keep It Cute. So this one is Chit Chat, this one is Messy, and this one is Keep It Cute. Wait, let me just make sure I got that right. Yes, I did. So I already put on Chit Chat. That's that powdery pink color. I'm so honestly irritated that I wasn't recording, but you know, things happen. Anyway, so I'll just give you a quick recap, even though I'm not gonna do it, but I went into my micro smooth and into my concealer brush and kind of just, you know, swirled and then dusted, well, actually kind of blend in some of my creasing like this or whatever. And I did that on both sides. I cannot believe I was not recording, like, So yeah, but anyway, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. I'm gonna use Chit Chat and a little more blush. And this blush brush is 782, and it's probably not even really a blush brush, but I like to use whatever I like to use. You understand? So let me make sure that I'm recording, you know, before I get the nesting in. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into the micro smooth, but this one is not gonna be the bronze. This one is going to be ebony in the shade 60, and I'm going to use a P. Louise 796 and dust away the excess translucent powder. I really like that technique because it really cuts the... Actually, hold on. Before I speak, let me go ahead and do both sides so I can give like a full analysis. So what the micro smooth does is kind of just melt everything together without you setting your face. And it basically just microscopically fills in all of those little holes. So that's why it gives like an even more blurred effect. So I'm just gonna go and brush this. This is not the technique that he used, but I really like the shape, the technique and the shaping more so than the actual... I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I use the technique for shaping more so. And I'm just kind of blending that out a little because I got a little bit of harsh lines and I don't like harsh lines. So I don't know. Maybe I won't be using that technique. Even though from afar, like I'm looking at the mirror behind the camera, it looks really good. But it's just like when you really get up on it, you can definitely see that like that harsh line. So I don't know. I'm torn, guys. Anyway, what I was saying about the contour is that I really like it because it lifts the face. It lifts my face. My face definitely has like a different shape than I would usually have. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the brows because I feel like this video is kind of already lengthy. I'm trying to see, I did really want a really clean look, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put highlight on anyway because, I mean, she gave me so much product. Revenge Beauty gave me so much product, like I have to use it. I have to show you guys, especially because her highlighters are gorgeous. I swatched them already on Instagram. Instagram saw it first, so if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. Like, what are you doing? This is the highlight palette, and it's called the It Girl Factor by Revenge Beauty. Look at these shades. These shades are so cute. I'm gonna swatch two for you guys. I'm gonna swatch It Girl, and this one is Mean Girl. Which highlight should I use? I feel like I always do... I feel like I always do pink, but I feel like if I do the purple, it'll be too stand outy. So I'm gonna do the pink one. And don't ask me what stand outy is, but yeah. Yeah, this is so cute. Just gonna add a little right there. Super cute. So pretty. So now I want to move on to the brows, which the brows is definitely going to give you a surprise. So for my brows today, I'm using Pearly Burlies. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but these pearls, wait, hold on. Make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, so the top pearls have like a goldish hue to them, and then the bottom have kind of like a bluish hue to it. So I'm gonna be using the top ones that have the goldish hue to it. So yeah, and I'm going to be using the number 4. So they're all numbered, and this is the number 4, and that's the one I'm gonna be using because I don't want my brows to be too big, but at the same time, I definitely want them to make a statement. Y'all, I'm actually really geeked about this because it's so weird, and yeah. I'm gonna go into Duo and just start to kind of like map out how I want the brows, and I'm kind of just gonna do a line, and it's gonna be toward the top. So I'm gonna do 3 at a time. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Y'all, this is so weird. I'm thinking if I should go bigger. Should I go bigger? Should I go closer? I think I should go closer. Yeah. Scared. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. And then I'm just gonna go above the brow. This is so cute. I'm gonna do the other side and I'll be right back. For my under eye, I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette and my P. Louise 235. And I'm gonna kind of like match the same tone. So this has like a reddish brown. So I'm gonna use this one for the under eye. And I'm gonna just go all the way down, really, really deep, really, really low. And I'm just gonna kind of like pull it out a little bit. And I'm taking my eyeshadow pretty low and dragging it out to kind of like fade into the out, to fade into the out. And then I'm going to go in with a black liner. And then I'm gonna go back in with that brush and just kind of like buff it out. I'm gonna use some mascara on my bottom lash. For lashes, I am using my Betrayal Lashes by Revenge Beauty. These are Vengeful. This box is so cute, it slides out. This look is so interesting, I swear. I can't wait to see how this lash looks on top of it. Yeah, that's nice. Dude, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, I really, really like these lashes. These lashes are fire. I really like these lashes for this look because they're not too fluffy, but they're extremely full. These are so bomb. This look is so good. I almost want to hit somebody because this look looks so good. And I think I want to add some of the highlight to the inner corner just to kind of like tie it in, or maybe the white. I'm gonna add a white. I'm gonna use the Mario Badescu, this color. It's more of an off-white, so that's good. Okay, that just sets it off right there. So for the lip, I am going to use I believe this is Envious. The only reason why I'm saying I believe is because these don't have the names on them and I already took them out the box. And yeah, so I am just gonna go straight in with this one. This is the darkest color, which I definitely want to use a dark color because yeah. And I'm just, ooh, these smell good. They kind of smell like cherry a little bit. Yeah, this is almost giving black, which is exactly what I want. To fill in for my ombre look, I'm going to use the Bow Live Butte. This is the Tickle Me Pink. I'm going to actually be applying this with a brush today. One thing about matte lipsticks, child, they sure do be drying down. They be drying down fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over everything with my MAC lip gloss. Also too, since I use the liquid lip stick as a liner, I'm not really getting that gradient effect like when I rub my lips together. So I'm just gonna go in with the Bow Live Butte Brownie Points. I use this all the time and I'm just gonna go directly under it just so I can get a little more of an ombre. Obviously, matte lipsticks don't really like move as much because they are supposed to be matte. So yeah. Whereas pencils are like way more transferable, but I don't know if you noticed, like that's the look that I was really going for. So anyway, I'm gonna set my face and put my clothes on and I'll be back for final remarks. Bye. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Tell me what you think. Is it hot or not? Also too, especially if you made it to the end of the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, okay? Thank you guys so much for supporting. Shout out to Revenge Beauty. Shout out to Supreme Bay, literally for all the product. Like, listen, that product, like, I was actually surprised about the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow really came through. That was lit. I love the highlighter colors and I definitely love the shades of the matte lipsticks. I mean, honestly, yes, go out and support Revenge Beauty. It is a Black owned business and you know it is Black History Month, so dive in, y'all. Okay, period. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching and I love you guys so much. Bye.